Hope you're having a great day so far. Reflection off the glasses with the computer screen, but yeah, it's just kind of is what it is. Anyway, hopefully you're having a great day. Here in Indiana, we got frost on the ground. It is cold, 35 degrees. I think we're supposed to get a warm up here, hopefully later today into the weekend. That would be nice. We've got some bad weather coming, but it is what it is. So anyway, welcome in. Thanks for being here. It is Wednesday. We're going to talk a little sports for a few minutes and then get on with our day. But just wanted to go live, say hello to everyone. Thank you everyone for joining us, and let's have a day, shall we? But anyway, some news going on in the sports world over the last 24 hours. Russell Wilson Jr. III went to the Giants on a one-year deal. I don't think Russ has anything left. I don't think he has had anything left since he was that last season in the Seattle. Forgot what I'm talking about. Anyway, I don't think he's done anything since then. Obviously, he has not done much. Went to Denver, kind of a bust. Everybody kind of found out then kind of what insanity was going on with his camp, and then went to Pittsburgh. I think Justin Fields, was a better option. I don't know why they even played Russ, but they did, and they did what they did. It was okay. I mean, statistically, had a good year, I guess, which is fine. And now he's with the Giants with our man Jameis Winston and DeVito. So it's going to be real interesting out there. The only thing I can say is the pregame hype is going to be unbelievable. Those guys can give a pregame speech like it's nobody's business. So the question is going to be who does it. Is it famous Jameis or is it Russell Wilson? They're going to be terrible. They're going to be awful. They've got a great receiver over there, but we'll see what they do. I still can't. I mean, they're stockpiling this quarterback room. I still think they would pick one. So we'll see what happens there. But Russ is now off the board for the Steelers. I think that may have been kind of like a fallback plan, or they may have just said, no way, you're not coming back at all. So he may have had no other option really to go there. So anyway, the Steelers are just kind of waiting on Aaron Rodgers. We'll see what happens there. Kind of feel like that is a weird situation. Pat McAfee's got a big night coming out next week or the week after. I think kind of, if you can read everything on the wall, I'm assuming Aaron Rodgers announces that day that he's going to the Steelers. So we'll see what happens there. But Russell Wilson Jr., the third with the Giants. That is a weird division. It's really kind of the Commanders. Obviously, it's Eagles number one, Commanders second, and then everybody else kind of miles behind them. So we'll see what happens there. But I think Russ is done. What do you think? Do you think he can actually be productive? I don't. Richard Pitino, Little Pitino, left New Mexico for Xavier. There are all kinds of rumors going on during the day that he was going to Villanova. I thought that was kind of like a done deal. So apparently I got taken, as the kids say. But him going to Xavier is a good job. He did really, really well at New Mexico. Xavier is a great place to kind of get, I guess, your feet back under you, even though he doesn't really need to. Sean Miller, that's a real interesting thing with what happened to him. He was at Xavier, went to Arizona. We all remember him coaching in the tournament and sweating through his shirt. Got caught with a few different sanctions at Arizona. Xavier welcomed him back, kicked butt with them, and then he bailed to go to Texas. Not that when you go back for a kind of a redo, you're supposed to be there forever, but he was in and out pretty quick. So we'll see what Richard Pitino does. I'm sure it's going to be a stepping stone for a bigger job. We'll see what that is. I thought the Villanova opening was real interesting for him because I thought he could probably be very successful there, learning from his dad, the Godfather. So we'll see what happens. But he is there. Stephon Diggs to the Patriots, 3 years, $69 million. Holy cow. Coming off an injury. Still productive, but slowing down. Will be a good weapon for Drake May. So we'll see what happens with Stephon Diggs. I forget what the total number were, but it was a gigantic number of transfers into the transfer portal. I mean, they're setting all kinds of records for this. A weird one is Michigan's got Scottie Pippen's son. Didn't even know he was there. but he apparently put his name in the portal the first day that he could, even though the team is still playing in the Sweet 16. So first thought is, are you kidding? You're quitting on your team. What are you doing? But second thought is, well, he's not playing anyway, and he knows he's leaving. So now is the time to jump on that when you can to, to kind of hopefully get with a better program or a better situation. So we'll see what happens with all the transfer portal. There's a ton of rumors going on. Every single person is attached to this person. Some have a do not contact, which means they've already kind of got a deal worked out. Coaches are, I could not even imagine being a coach right now, because you're trying to recruit high school and you're trying to see who from there deserves a scholarship, but then you need to keep your roster open for transfers, but then you need to see who's leaving from your school. Like, it is a mess right now. Tom Izzo and John Calipari have been on the media circuit here the last couple of days, not only because their teams are winning, but providing good insight with that. So we'll see what happens with that, all the transfer and transfer portal and everything. But it is a crazy time for college basketball. As you can see, North Carolina is my team, and Indiana is my other team because I went there. But so far, North Carolina's lost their power forward and their point guard. And it's like, what are you talking about? But apparently there's more in the pipeline to see what we can get. So we'll see what happens there. Just a weird time, because the tournament's still going on. I mean, we've got Sweet 16 games tomorrow, and these kids are already signing, going to new schools. So are these Sweet 16 teams kind of screwed, or do they have this kind of sitting on the side, waiting for some kids to pick them? So what a weird time for that. Damian Lillard is out with a blood clot in his calf. That's a big deal for the Bucks. So we'll see what happens there. Thunder got to 60 wins, and yeah, I mean, them and the Cavaliers are appearing to be the class of the field for the NBA, but the NBA is, I mean, in my opinion, the NBA is still a few months off. We'll see what happens. But anyway, Pat McAfee, our good friend down the street here, has got LeBron James. He had LeBron James in the studio yesterday, so that's going to be a really cool interview to check out today on his channel at 10 o'clock, or I'm sorry, at 12 o'clock. I think that's going to play pretty quick. And then other than that, we've got, we'll see what happens with the rest of free agency. We're waiting on the, Aaron Rodgers news. Sorry, we're waiting on the quarterback situation there. The draft's coming up, so we'll be excited for that. That's kind of what's going on in the NFL world. Apparently, my Colts are talking to Quinn Ewers for some reason. Don't quite get it, but we'll see. I don't believe in Quinn Ewers. I think he's a fine quarterback, but I don't think he's going to be really that productive in the NFL. I think he's going to be fine, but I don't think he's going to come in and just dominate like Jaden Daniels or some of those guys. So our Colts are talking to them. Don't quite see why, but it's okay. And then other than that, we got opening day tomorrow for MLB on the channel here today. We're going to be streaming baseball games all day. The new MLB The Show game came out, so we're just going to be doing just different exhibitions. So you can check those out. So tomorrow is going to be a big day. In the morning, when we touch base and go live tomorrow, we'll talk about all the MLB games. We'll talk about the Sweet 16 games. The last thing to talk about here in Indianapolis, I think our games are on Friday, but people are losing their mind because the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight are at Lucas Oil Stadium, which is a football stadium, instead of Gamebridge, which is the basketball arena. Well, people are losing their minds because they're like, what are we doing? Well, $16,000 for the basketball arena, $60,000 for the NFL arena. Let's do some math real quick. $100 a ticket with what, 30,000 easy, 30,000 more seats. That's a lot of money. That's why that's happening. So the sight lines are not very good. The tickets that I saw were $320 that were literally kind of at the goal line, and the basketball arena or the court was over like the 35-yard line. You could not see much. So the tickets are real expensive. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, that's it for us. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys for being here. Have a great Wednesday. We'll be here tomorrow morning to talk about opening day, talk about the Sweet 16. Let's have some fun. Have a great day.